Turn everything else off and listen with your undivided attention, please. Right after this is finished playing, I want you to reach back to the person who sent you here. If I happen to be the person who sent you here, basically to listen to myself, then I look forward to hearing from you right away. This will only be a few minutes long, but it's important, so let's get on with it. Now, as many of you may already know, my team Passion and I have run challenges in the past, and some of them have been very successful. However, I feel that in some ways, because of the large number of participants in the challenges, people have been slipping through the cracks. It's been a little too easy for people to go back to their old ways and go unnoticed. And as a coach, that kills me. I want to see you guys change, not just physically, but I want to see your confidence levels rise. I want to see you start to believe in what's possible for yourself again. And I want to see you become stronger inside and out. A lot of people, including myself before all of this happened, have had a bad history of relapsing on our goals, especially when it comes to our health and fitness. And then our other goals tend to suffer too because we typically don't have the energy to see a lot of things through that are important to us. Life is a lot easier to live, stress a ton easier to manage, and we are simply better as people when we have the health, the vitality, the breath, and the energy to take care of ourselves and to be there for others we wish to help, such as our kids, our parents, friends, loved ones, whomever. I needed a remedy. A remedy was desperately needed to help people actually see it through so that this time would actually count for real and everyone would accomplish their goals. What a novel idea. So here it is. Recently I put together two very different kinds of challenge groups, a free-for-all style group and a skin in the game accountability challenge group. To get in the free-for-all style group, all you had to do was say, yeah, I'll do it, and that was it, you were in. No other qualifying factors, no real skin in the game, no accountability, just a commitment. To get into the skin in the game group, you actually had to qualify for it. And by that, I mean you had to put some real skin in the game or you couldn't even get in, and it was open to anybody who wanted to step up and do that. The results were pretty mind-blowing. The success contrast between the two groups just staggers my imagination, and I've got a very vivid imagination. So can you guess what percentage of participants saw through the free-for-all style challenge group? I predicted it would be a low number compared to the skin in the game group, but I didn't even come close to predicting how great the success contrast would be. In my free-for-all style group, only 2% saw it through. That means only 2% achieved their goals, or at the very least moved significantly closer toward their goals. And that also means that 98% of the participants did not live up to their word of commitment to see it through. Therefore, they did not achieve their goals and are still not very happy about their situation, and they probably suffered a blow to their self-confidence as well. Now, in my very first skin in the game style group, I had the honor of watching 100% of all participants see it through. Every single one of them achieved their goals without exception. I was beside myself. And as a coach and even just as a human being, I instantly fell head over heels for these different kind of skin in the game accountability groups. So that's all I've been doing since then. By the way, the 2% who saw through the free-for-all style groups are the ones who did put some real skin in the game. That is no coincidence. Numbers like that cannot be a coincidence. It very powerfully demonstrates in real life that if you put real skin in the game for the things that are important to you, like your health and your well-being, then you are far more likely to see it through versus only a commitment without any real skin in the game. Period. I'm done with the free-for-all style groups. They seem to set more people up for failure than success anyway, and I don't want to help you just spin your tires and relapse again like last time. That is, if you're willing to put some real skin in the game, then those days of quitting and falling back on old habits are over. Relapsing is definitely something you want to leave in your past. Your confidence level is going to go up. You're going to feel good, not just physically, but I'm talking about an emotional and psychological transformation as well, which is going to serve you and everyone else around you in your life. Now maybe you're somebody who is already strong physically and emotionally, and maybe you just want to go to the next level, whatever level that is, and however high that level is. We are building groups for people of all shapes, all sizes, all starting points, all fitness levels, from beginner to advanced to extreme to ridiculous to wherever you are at now, to wherever you want to go. We've got a group for you. And all of our groups are being filled with people who have the same goal anyway. That is, to become their best self possible. I don't have to tell you the world is pretty loaded with negative people who don't have goals and ambitions to be their best self possible. In fact, they are kind of contagious, so it's best not to hang around them if you want more for yourself. When you're part of a group where everyone wants the same thing, to be their best self possible, and ready to put some real skin in the game to achieve that goal, you're going to find that it suddenly becomes much easier to see it through and gratifying to actually do what you need to do every day to move closer and closer to your goals until you finally achieve them. And then you set your sights on even higher goals. How great would that be? So, since I have decided to run this new kind of challenge that had a 100% success rate in my first group, here are the absolute requirements that makes it all work so that we can finally put to rest the history of relapse and make this time count for real. You would have to get into your starting point and build from there little by little. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was your body. You must commit to working toward being your best self for your goals and your personal reasons, and you decide what that is. You must replace one meal a day with Shakeology. And yes, if you do not have Shakeology, that would mean that you would have to be willing to invest in it. Because if I'm going to invest my time in working with you one-on-one, I need to know that you are willing to invest in your own health first. And together, the group would begin our 90-day journey, checking in regularly without exception. You will have the support every day. This is a commitment on my part and on yours. Hence why I said that the people selected would need to be ready to seriously change their lives. But I do believe it could be something that will not only make me a better coach for having gone through it, but will leave you completely transformed at the end. If you would like to be considered and are willing to make all the commitments, all of them, what are you waiting for? Write me back right now and let me know that you're willing and that you're ready to take the Beachbody Challenge. Make it count. Reach me and I will reach back to you.